My name's Dominick Cruz. I grew up in Tucson, Arizona, and now I'm based out here in Chula Vista, San Diego. My first thought when I step into the cage is just, this is the easy part. It's time to have fun and go to work. I get the most in zone for my fights. After my warm-up, I get a real hard blowout and think about all the training that I've done to get to that point, and just let myself relax in the fact that the fight is going to be easier compared to everything I've done in my 10-week camp.
I said I have a miserable ice bath right now, and this is when practice actually starts right here. This shit's not the business. See right here? This is when you start getting that feeling in your stomach where you're just like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's going to be so painful.
How essential?
Breathe, breathe.
Growing up for me was good, man. I think I was pretty typical. Got to go out, play in the park, and climb trees, and play a lot of sports growing up, and everything was good. As I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a firefighter. Was what I wanted to do. It was a good job, and it had to do with something physical. I had to be in some kind of physical shape. I knew I was gonna fight after I started sparring, I think. I went into a gym and just started taking kickboxing and boxing classes. And then as I started sparring, I was 18, 19 at the time, and I'm sparring 35-year-old men, and I'm able to beat them up. Kind of triggers something in my brain. Wow, I mean, I could fight. Would I fight for free? I did when I started, because you're a kid. I was 19 years old, and I'm like, oh, you mean, in a way I fought for free, but I was like, my mindset was, well, I want to learn how to fight. I like fighting. Why not, you know? But now, once you get to a certain age, you got to start making money somehow to support yourself, and I wouldn't fight for free anymore. Absolutely not. Now that I'm a champion, I am still a minimalist, I would say, just because one of my biggest fears is being a broken down fighter at 30 years old with nothing. And I can have all the championships, belts, #1 rankings in the world, but if I don't have anything to show for it, what's the point?
You know, what kind of champion am I? It sounds so cliche to say you're the people's champ, but you know, I just know how it feels to go to work every day, have to take the bus, have to ride your bike to work, so I'll never forget where I came from, man. I grew up in a trailer, and my family has less than I have now. Less money and less things than I have now. I've kind of done a lot, so everything I get, I share with them, you know, and that's my family, so I'm there for them. So I know how it feels, and hard work pays off.
Some of the things that are important as a champion, both talent and character, are very important. You need to have talent if you're going to be a champion, obviously, because everybody's talented that you're fighting. And character is important just because character, I feel like people who have been through a lot have a lot of character, and perseverances that they've had throughout life to build their character is what you bring into the cage with you. And that's what I think separates me from a lot of people. The best advice that anybody's ever given me in the sport of martial arts is fight the fighter, not the myth. What I tell myself in training to keep going in hard times, how bad do you want it? Period. How do I think mixed martial arts views Dominick Cruz? That's another great question. I'd like to know the answer to that question, really. I could only imagine them picturing me as, where'd this guy come from?